Alright, so today we got the game Operation Wolf, the original arcade game. We're going to play with the Aimtrak light gun, and then we're going to go ahead and play the follow-up, which is Operation Thunderbolt. Now, Operation Wolf was one of those games that when you were a kid, you went up to the arcade, it actually had a gun mounted right on a control panel. It was a submachine gun, it had recoil. It looked like an Uzi. It was just great. It was one of those games that you're like, wow, this is a badass game that you wanted to play. And then they followed it up. That was in 1987, and they followed it up a few years later with Operation Thunderbolt. And they also have a couple other games. One, they have Operation Wolf 3, which uses live animation, and Operation Tiger, which came out in '98, which I haven't played. So we're going to focus on the two games though, Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt. I'm going to be using the Ultimarc Aimtrak, using this button right here as a trigger. That button to shoot the rockets for a little bit here. See how far we get. Just put another credit. I'll start it. And on the right hand side, that blue vertical bar. If I get it red all the way up to the top, I lose. I don't want to hit the hostages, anything like that. Basically, I just want to do damage to the enemy and move on to the next stage. And I'll be playing this with the Ultimarc Aimtrak. So your goal is to clear the stage and not get shot. See if we can get to the third stage at least. Shoot the hostages, and what happens is it takes away from your power meter, which is that bar. I just shot a rocket launcher. Shot a rocket. Oh, as you can see that red at the bottom there, where the blue bar is, that goes all the way up. I lose. So I'm trying not to sustain any damage. Oh my god! You shoot the hostages like that, it's gonna hurt you. And the hostages are a little stupid. They'll walk everywhere in front of a gun battle. Wow. Just pulling the trigger and it does the trick. Alright, cleared the stage. Pretty good.
You succeeded in demolishing the communication setup, cutting off the enemy from rescue.
Thank you. And I just, when it's time to shoot a rocket launcher, I just press this button right here with this finger and it shoots. I usually do that when I see helicopters. Got that coconut, got that pig, as many magazines as I can. I just shot the rocket right there. And what I did is I shot one rocket and the bolts were next to each other, so I took both bolts out. Or tanks, whatever that was. It's warning me that I don't have that many rockets, which I already know. Oh god, you don't want to shoot the hostages. Great game, a lot of fun. Like I said, I remember in the arcade, you walk into the arcade, you see this gun, it looks like a real gun, you press the trigger, and it fires like a real gun, and you're like wowed as a kid, you know? It came out in '87, and I played this, the arcade that I used to go well into the early '90s still had this game because it was a moneymaker. What kid didn't want to shoot a gun? I'm doing so good here, huh? See if I can clear it. cleared it. I didn't do so good. But clear the
The
second
location
stage.
of the concentration camp was sweated out of the enemy.
It was sweated out of the enemy. I don't know how they sweated it out. Maybe they, well, who knows? Maybe they beat them up. Hopefully that's what they did. Alright, stage 3, map 3. Oh my god, you start shooting hostages like that, you're definitely not gonna... Wow. Somehow a girl in a bikini is in here. That's a good thing. That's the things like the little pig there, the girl in the bikini that made this game like memorable. And then they got the guy with the machine gun that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You gotta remember too, this is in the 80s, they had a lot of those Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando and all those movies, so as a kid when you played this with a real submachine gun, well, what looked like to be a real submachine gun and acted like a real submachine gun, you were wowed. Not bad. And the aim track is right on point. I mean, there's no, I don't put a crosshair on the screen and I'm aiming from behind the camera here and I'm getting them. There's a girl with a bikini again. Why she's in a village full of hostages in the beginning, I don't know. There's a pig. Oh yes, got a rocket launcher. Boom. Press the trigger, the red button on the Aimtrak, and that's what happened. And of course, I programmed this on MAME to do that. Pick all the magazines I can get. When those helicopters show up and you don't have any rockets, that's where the problem. Oh, rocket right there. Thank God for that rocket. Hopefully I don't get too many helicopters like that because... Alright, cleared it. 1/4 still.
The village is freed and recovered from damages.
You know, things like this, like these cut screens and they're using a real Uzi voice. I mean, this is a game from the 80s that's just amazing. And like I said, that's when all those Commando movies and all those Army Rambo and all that stuff. And as a kid, you're like, wow, I can play, you know, I can be Rambo, I can be Commando, or... And there's a guy that I'm talking about with a submachine gun. Sometimes he shows up more. Oh my god, this is tough. And you hit him in the head, and there it is, he goes down. So I just got some kind of gun here, which I really needed. I need all these rockets because I know the gunships, the helicopters are coming. Got him. You hit that, like I said, you hit that guy in the head and he goes down. Boom. And every time I see a helicopter, I'm just letting him have it with a rocket launcher. Did it.
The raid on the powder magazine was successful. You have a new supply of ammunition.
I'm actually doing pretty good. 1/4. Not bad. 2 more stages. And it tells you to aim there, but, you know, like I said, they actually picked that for you. Will I beat the game in 1/4? Who knows? It starts over again when you do. So we'll see. Oh, and I hit the hostage. Damn it. And I hit another one. And that's how you lose the game, by killing the hostages. And I killed them. Unbelievable. the key is to save those rocket launchers for the gunships, I think. Guys on the roof. I mean, this gun, this Ultimarc Aimtrak is dead on all the time. I'm not using any crosshairs whatsoever, and I'm basically aiming at where I want to get them at, where, you know, where I think I'm aiming in my head, and it's going there. The guy with the submachine gun with a life vest, with the vest, I'm aiming for his head, and he's dying. It's very accurate. Find the tower. Let me get the bird. Okay. What we got here? It's very quiet. That's one shot, and if I hold the trigger in. But look, I'm gonna hit that number 3 all day long. That's how accurate this gun is. Where is everybody? Got the magazine. Anybody in the tower? Usually I get a lot more enemies than this, but I want to save those rockets there on the right hand because the last stage is just, see, it's just incredible. Clear the stage. For some reason, like when I played this before, I had a lot more enemies on the screen. Of course, when I was a kid, 1 quarter wouldn't last me. Probably last me to the jungle, which is the second stage, and that would be it. Occasionally, I would get to the village. All right, this is where it gets crazy here. Oh, there's a hostage. Right in his head. As a kid, for some reason, I always used to hit that guy in the vest. You never would think to hit him in the face. And if you hit him in the vest, he's not going anywhere. Now I just got a machine gun. This is where holding these rockets is going to help you here at the end, because you're going to have a bunch of gunships, a bunch of helicopters just attacking you. And I know it's from experience because, like I said, I already finished this game. I beat this game before. It's actually not very hard. I don't think I've ever finished it 1 quarter though. Or maybe I have. Yeah, actually I have. I think you have to finish it 1 quarter, because if you lose, you go back. I don't think you continue. Got it. I think it's now. Oh, and I wasted. Oh, and I couldn't do it. But you get the idea. If you destroy that gunship, I wasted all my rockets at the end there.
But you are finished here.
Alright, so here we have Operation Thunderbolt, which is the sequel, or the follow-up, I should say, to Operation Wolf. You could play simultaneous with another player. They would have 2 guns mounted on the control panel. two Uzis. They will vibrate, recoil, whatever you want to call it, like the Operation Wolf had. They had some. The gameplay is a little bit different, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It comes at you instead of being a side scroller. Some of the stages are side scrollers. Some of them come. It's like they come at you, and it's like kind of like a 3D effect. Again, this game by Taito in '88, and it's a great game as well. I prefer Operation, and that's what I'm talking about. This like fake 3D. I prefer Operation Wolf, but we'll go ahead and try it. We'll do a quarter, see how far we can get.
Operation initiated. Rescue all hostages. Gather intelligent information.
And I remember playing this game in the arcade as well. They actually had this, and then Operation Wolf. Well, I don't remember this one being as popular as Operation Wolf was. Like a rat on a, that I just shot. The premise is similar. And I need those magazines. What's in my life here? I have 3 rockets if you look on the left.
Made contact with intelligent agent and obtained information.
Same premise, same voice acting, same main character with the addition of another character. And here's the side-scrolling aspect of it. Oh my god. Oh jeez. You don't want those rockets or those knives hitting you. That's what makes the most damage. Oh my god, how do you survive this? And that's basically Operation Thunderbolt.